Bitcoin's active addresses fall below Ethereum's. A 60% drop? A 60% drop in 6 weeks? How's this going to affect TRON TRX and Bittorrent BTT? Is TRON going to finally slither on in there and start eating Ethereum's lunch simply because, think of it this way, if Ethereum can do such a quick pivot and start eating some of the activity, eating some of the life of BTC, how big is that gap, or how small is that gap compared to the gap between TRON and Ethereum? Is it really, is it that more plausible? Is it that more believable that Ethereum can eat into BTC more than TRON can actually eat into Ethereum with its big, fat, disgusting diet of gas pricing that just gives you the gas? All right, so look, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, help the channel get popular. I know myself in the past, I've been guilty of this. I get immersed in videos. I forget to support the content creator because I'm just concentrated, focused on the video. And then the video's over, I go on to the next thing, and I didn't hit the like button, subscribe, or hit the bell. So please do that. Comment down below. I want to interact with you. Tell me what you think of the video, and let's get into it. Bitcoin's active addresses, and by the way, with all the activity happening this Friday, which is today, July 2nd, 2021, what do you think? Is BTC, Bitcoin going to get clobbered, or is the price going to maintain? I said before the crash it would flutter between $30,000 to $45,000 for the rest of the year. I believe that it's going to do that, and it's going to remain that way. But let's see. So the number of addresses active on the Bitcoin network has crashed roughly 60% in the past 6 weeks, from 1.3 million roughly to 500,000. The collapse in activity has seen Ethereum overtake Bitcoin by the number of active addresses, with the Ethereum network hosting roughly 200,000 more active wallets than Bitcoin on Friday. It is the third time in a month that Ethereum has overtaken Bitcoin by the metric, also happening on June 5th, 2021 and June 6th, 2021. The previous time Ethereum was in the lead was at the beginning of 2017. Twitter analyst Mr. Whale, Mr. Whale, known for his bearish takes, also noted that Bitcoin's active addresses have fallen to their lowest level since April 2020, based on a weekly moving average. So it's very interesting how these sudden moves, and I'm looking down here because I got to very quickly take care of something, but I will definitely be continuing with the video here. My apologies, but this does happen sometimes with off-the-cuff videos, as you know, and I'm almost done what I need to take care of over here. And we are just about to say that everything is back to status quo. Okay, so several factors may be contributing to the aggressive drop in active Bitcoin addresses, including the more than 50% sell-off that followed Bitcoin's BTC all-time highs in May, and subsequent sideways market action, and the massive crash in network hash rate amid China's latest crackdown on local Bitcoin mining operations. Ethereum's active addresses increased by more than 9% over the past week to tag 700,000, despite the price of Ether falling more than 10%. By the way, I think Ether is going to get ripped to 1,500. However, in my opinion, not investment advice, just pretend I'm a monkey juggling bananas, eating apples, and just looking up into the sky aimlessly. Pretend I know nothing about what I'm talking about. Do your own due diligence research and use your own opinions. Don't act on what I say. Just for entertainment. Flippening watch. I can't even read. Why would you listen to a guy that can't read? Active addresses is the latest metric by which Ethereum has overtaken Bitcoin, with Blockchain Center's Flippening Index estimating Ethereum's transaction fee revenue leads by more than 300%, while total transaction count is ahead by nearly 500%. However, Bitcoin has also reclaimed the lead in both trading and transaction volumes after recently falling behind Ethereum. According to a June 23rd report from on-chain analytics provider Glassnode, the total number of unique addresses interacting with DeFi protocols has continued to climb since May, suggesting decentralized finance DeFi activity was rising despite the broader crypto meta trend. Now, the data shows a nearly 40% increase in the number of wallets that have interacted with DeFi protocols since the start of May, pushing the total user count up to more than 2.9 million. As such, persistent demand for DeFi from new users may explain Ethereum's recent strength in network activity relative to Bitcoin's. So, there's obviously a surge there. Is there going to be a changing of the guard? I believe no. What I do believe, and sometimes people say to me, this is a TRON TRX Bittorrent BTT focused channel, so why even talk about anything else? Well, because you have to, because TRON, you need to be aware of what goes on in the cryptocurrency markets in order to have your finger on the pulse of what can happen with and what will happen with TRON TRX and Bittorrent BTT. Look, they're still in the early stage of building out their network and their infrastructures. And yes, it's been a few years since they've been around. And a lot of people look at this, the negative, the naysayers, or even hodlers, investors that are just frustrated, and they say, what's happening? Is this some kind of a farce? Why is this taking so long for the price to surge? Well, because it's not a pump and dump coin. BTT is not a pump and dump coin. Neither is TRON TRX. And coins that don't have utility that pump end up in the trash no matter what happens until that utility appears. Just like Dogecoin. Look what's happening to it. Listen, if you're invested in it, I'm sorry, but it's a joke. It really is a joke. Maybe in the future it'll become something. Maybe. But without utility, there's so many people that just they hold. And, that guy on the internet, I'm not going to say his name, but poor guy was up $2 million. And people that know were begging him to sell. He didn't. And the thing went down to a third of the value, not even, I think, of the high from where he was sitting. So look, you got to be patient because I think even though we all want that instant gratification, cooler heads have to prevail because I think you'd prefer, and if you would, hit the bell and the like button and subscribe and comment down below. Tell me if you agree or disagree. Wouldn't you rather in the end, if you really think about it, that the price ascends, stays up, and goes up, and you see eventually a TRON TRX at $1 and a BTT BitTorrent at 25 cents that is going to stay around there and then grow from there over time? Wouldn't that be something more concrete for you, for your future, and less stressful if you knew for a fact that you could just sit tight, relax, not let your emotions get ripsawed up and down with every move, every heartbeat of the market, or every few days? Wouldn't it be nice to put things on cruise control where that as long as you just sit tight, take it easy, chill, that good things are going to happen? I promise you, in my opinion, that is what is going to happen. Don't let yourself feel pain with the price fluctuations. You're in a great spot. There's great utility. And I really believe, in my opinion, there's going to be some cool branding that takes place, some really cool utility with TRON and BitTorrent. And I think BitTorrent has a platform that with TRON will be huge with games. It'll be huge eventually again with movies and accessing entertainment content that people are not expecting. There's going to be some industry reverberations, some serious vibrations that are going to slap and shake the industry. And when you see things like I mentioned in the previous video, Justin Sun messing around with and starting to dabble in the ETF market, along with all the innovation that's part of the platforms, There's a lot still to come, and I firmly believe this is being done the right way. Patience is a virtue. You will be a happy camper for being in the TRON TRX and Bittorrent BTT stratosphere. Now, I have to say, I love making the videos, and one of the most coolest things that I love about this, obviously besides when you subscribe and hit the bell and the like button, is when you comment, because I love the interactivity. So drop a comment. Thanks for watching. As usual, hope this finds you healthy, happy, and I will see you on the next video.